You're watching the Comcast Network. CN100, Chicago.
When you're talking about a program like Wheaton, Warrenville South, athletically and more specifically football, and a coach like Ron Muhich, that's where you want your program to be. Coach Muhich has built a program that believes that they can win. The kids are going to play aggressive and fast.
We know that his team is a very good football team. We know that they have to win, and we understand that they're going to play their best football game against us.
I think there's three things we always look at, and the first is dominate the takeaway ratio. We want to be up 2. Field position is everything, so starting position off of kickoffs, punts, those types of things. We want to be on the plus 35 from our end, and then specials being special. We spend a lot of times on our special teams, and either getting a punt block, a quick 6, something along the lines that's going to tilt the field in our favor.
Our matchup is my senior linebackers versus their senior, junior running backs, and their quarterback is a seasoned kid too. So we have to be able to take our strength and match up with their strength, and I think that's what's going to make it a great game.
Welcome to Wheaton, everybody, for the CN100 Game of the Week tonight. We are at Wheaton Warrenville South High School at Red Grange Field for St. Charles North against Wheaton Warrenville South. Welcome, everybody, and thanks for joining us. I'm Jim Blaney, along with my Hall of Fame partner, Jack McInerney. It is week 9 of the high school football season, the final night of the regular season. The pairings come out tomorrow night. The situation for these two teams is pretty simple. Wheaton Warrenville South at 5-3, they are going to be in, but they'd like to get a win and improve their standing a little bit. For St. Charles North, it is a playoff game tonight. They have to win to get in as they come in with a 4-4 record. And for St. Charles North, Jack, they were rolling along a few weeks ago at 4-1. They've hit a little bit of a speed bump. They've had some injuries to the quarterback position. It's simple. Win and you're in, losing you're done.
Well, they've as you mentioned, Jim, they've had 3 losses in a row. Last week was a real tough one. They lost with the last 65 seconds in the ball game to an outstanding Batavia team. And they also are losing their starting quarterback. I don't think we'll see him tonight, and that's going to be a big, big factor in tonight's game.
Wheaton Warrenville South comes into this game as it stands right now as the 26th seed in 7A. They'd like to improve that standing a little bit. They have a very interesting team with a lot of great parts. It is a team that can go a long way, but they'd like to move up in the hierarchy just a little bit.
Well, they really do, and most of their game is well balanced. They have a good running attack. They have a very good passing attack. They like to balance everything off. And the big thing that I think is they have an outstanding kicking game. And we'll talk about him later, but he is the best in the state on his way to Michigan State, Jack Olson.
Jack Olson, a punter and a place kicker as well, with 2 50-yard-plus field goals on the resume this year.
Brown back to throw, looks, fires quickly, and it is picked off at the goal line. Intercepted and being returned up the sideline. Joe Policano, his 2nd interception of the year, brings it all the way out to the 44-yard line. What a great play by Policano to just step in front of the intended receiver and then get a big return out of. What a big change in events here in the early going.
Well, part of that is that he never got ran off the football. It wasn't much of a route by the wide receiver, and the quarterback looked the whole time. So that was just a real good job by the defender, using the end zone as a 12th receiver, saying, look, I'm not going to give you the inside cut. You're going to have to throw it over my head on the fade route, and they didn't do that, and he picked it off.
Caleb Closing was the intended receiver. 3 receivers to the right. They will throw it left instead, a little inside screen, and it is Closing that gets away. And unless somebody has some closing speed, they're not going to get him. And he's run down inside the 10-yard line and he gets down to the goal line. I don't think he got in. Nope. No, he's down at the 1-yard line. And coming over to save the touchdown was Ryan Teasy, excuse me. But look at the job that Teasy does here.
That's real
Look
hustle.
at him get his angle. And then he makes the initial hit, and then coming over to finish it off was Lucas Cafelda. First down and 10 from the 33. Brown rolls to his left, right-handed quarterback, tough throw, back of the end zone, right on the money, and that's Olson. Touchdown, Wheaton Warrenville South from 33 yards out. What a throw.
Great throw, and unless you've ever had to make that throw, or you've ever had a coach that particular throw, you'll never know how difficult a throw that is for a right-handed quarterback going to his left full speed. He's got to get his shoulders downhill, which he does right here. That's the critical part of it, mechanically. Turn those shoulders and get them downhill. Then you have better mechanics to throw the ball, and he puts the ball right on the money. What an excellent throw and an excellent route.
Double air, flares it out. Furtney had to wait for it, makes a man miss a tackle, gets upfield, takes it all the way out to the 44-yard line before he's brought down. Got back a big chunk of it, and it is going to be 2nd down and 11.
He's a good target. He's 6'1", 215 pounds. Runs good with the football. You can see right there the cut. Moves the ball in his arm to the outside, which is a good move. Good job right there running.
Intercepted. It is picked off. Tommy Barnett working his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Wheaton, Warrenville South. Tommy Barnett, his 4th interception of the season.
What a turn of events right there. They had a man wide open. And that just, what a backbreaker that is to start out the second half.
After getting the 3 and out and getting the ball back, St. Charles North, they turn it over. And Barnett returns it 33 yards for the score.
That's probably one of the tougher interceptions you've seen, folks, because that ball was right on top of him. That was just outstanding reaction on his part to make that play. 6'1", 200-pound junior. Excellent play.
To view this Xfinity program in its entirety, visit CN100.tv for a list of airtimes, or view this program anytime on demand by selecting Get Local and choosing Game of the Week. For Xfinity X1 customers, scroll over to Xfinity Services and select Get Local, or simply say Get Local into your voice remote.